This is Alan Olson, and welcome to American Dreams. I'm here today with Tony Raynor. Tony, welcome to today's show.
Alan, it's wonderful to be here. Thank you.
Tony, you've had a most amazing journey in your life, one that has been, filled with a lot of ups and downs, but probably more ups than downs. And for the listeners here, can you give us some of the background of what brought you up to where you are today?
Well, Alan, I got to tell you, you're right. There's definitely been some ups and downs. And, I was raised in a family of entrepreneurs and had a really good upbringing and went through some tragedies that we didn't allow, or I did not allow to, become a victim in it, but was able to really launch forward in life to go through some challenges. Now in life, as you progress years later, you endure new challenges. You've already been through them before, certain types, and it allows you to be able to overcome.
I think along the way there has been more of giving out of your family than anything else. But how did that all come about?
Yeah, that's true. I grew up in a family that was that put other people first. Even in the tragedy of what I went through with losing my father, in a sense, he gave his life knowing that there was a serious situation and a harm that stood in his way, and he faced it anyways. I guess in a sense, that's a sense of giving. That was something that I grew up around seeing that. And also my mother was a big giver. And that really was deeply rooted in me in a young age.
So what are you up to these days?
Well, right now, that's a good question. Things are moving in a real positive way. And our company has really begun to take on some really interesting ground. And a lot of the groundwork has been laid up, through years of working together in a career, but really beginning to live a life with more purpose in my career and my family and everything else, being able to really enjoy what I'm doing because I know that I'm called to do it.
So, Tony, when you look at life today and when you look out into the future, what vision do you see?
I see making a difference in encouraging others to get out of their comfort zone, to do the same. I really see a lot of people talk about doom and gloom. And, to me, I do know there is some tough times that we've been through and probably some tougher times ahead. But to know that, you can have peace through the storm and to be able to work together with others that are going through it and really begin to, just move forward and embrace what's ahead, no matter what it is, and just, go for it.
When everything's said and done, what do you want to be known for in your life?
Wow, that's a good one. I want to be known for somebody that, just like my parents, that gave, that lived a life of, not being led by fear, but I want to be known for somebody that had faith to believe for whatever it is that I'm called to do. And so I think I'd want to be remembered as a man of faith, that cared and loved and was willing to give it all for whatever cause I'm called to.
You've done a lot of things in your life. Is there one thing in particular with projects that you worked on that stands out?
I'd probably say it's the project that we're working on today. I've done a lot of things in our career with building manufacturing plants and, innovating different products for the landscape industry. But right now with, having a new technology into restoring soil and helping, a vision that is much larger than anything else I've done before, that's global. To me, that is really today, the project that we're in is it. I believe everything that I've been through in my career has built up to this time now today.
Why will the soil, the soil product that you are working on, why will it make a difference in this world today?
Well, the one thing, if you take a look at it right now, the soil depletion issues that we see around the world, even in California, we see a mega drought. It could be the worst one ever in history. We see the Euphrates River that's drying up, countries that are on the edge of declaring famine, and so having a revolutionary product that can take waste that could maybe end up in a landfill or not be utilized correctly now could be utilized to manufacture water and bring a solution to dry ground and be able to see there be a better source for fuel, for food and fiber. You need healthy soil to eat. If the animals can't eat, you can't eat. You want clothing for your back, it comes through soil. And so, yeah, that's where I see there being a major difference, is being able to help take this technology around the world and teach others how to properly use it and to break some of the old habits so that we can have a sustainable future for our families and generations to come.
Well, Tony, it's exciting to see you getting this company launched. I know right now you're kind of a little bit in a stealth mode, but I look forward to hearing more about this in the months to come as you get ready to put this out there.
Well, I appreciate that, Alan. And, you're right. There has been a stealth mode. There's been when you're working on something this big for a year or so and you really cannot tell others about it. Oh boy, that's tough, But, we're excited because we are coming out and we are making it public. And we're excited about, the people that are going to join on this journey with us. So this is really a journey.
All right. So been visiting here today with Tony Raynor. And Tony, thanks for being on today's show.
Thank you.